Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of our Romance of Three Kingdoms 2 Gongsun Zan playthrough. I'm your host, Kane Drago, and we are going to continue on. Not a whole lot to do this turn. I guess I will reward somebody just because I have nothing else to do. Let's go with Zinping. You can have 25 gold. Hoping to be able to sell a couple hundred rice this turn at a decent price, because then I can get enough money to hire some troops. Yeah, but as you'll notice if you watched the last episode, which I would assume you would have if you were on episode 3, Liu Bei asked for a joint invasion and then did not do it. Ooh, that's a great price, and I can sell. That is wonderful. We'll sell 500, I think. Now, you know what? I'm only going to sell 300 because I still want to have a decent amount for to split when I invade. So let's go. 159 would give me 500. Yeah, let's do that. Zinping needs weapons. Nice, get it to 85. He dropped to 97, but that's alright. Li Dian hasn't dropped. These two guys dropped a little bit. That'll do for now. I said, usually as long as they're in the 90s, especially 95 and up, they're fine. But it just irritates me. It's mostly, even though I don't have any diagnosed OCD, it's just what I call gamer OCD, where certain things, particularly in video games, drive me nuts. Like not having everyone at exactly 100 loyalty. Where it's probably not really OCD so much as it is just a mild nuisance, but that's the closest term I can come up with for it. Really? Zhou Yun dropped in loyalty all of a sudden? And so did Li Dian. Well, I'm going to wait until tax time before I bother to attack, so... Fill that up. I mean, he's still 96, and he's Zhou Yun, so he's generally pretty, like, loyal anyway. He's generally one of the ones that you don't have to have at 100% loyal in order to keep him that way. But it's still annoying that he dropped all of a sudden. I also just realized that on my little banner thing on the right, I'm promoting my YouTube, and you're watching this on YouTube, so that's kind of silly of me, but I carried it over from my live stream template and forgot to change it, because obviously on Twitch, I want you to go to see my YouTube, what to search for to find me on YouTube. And I would have liked to do it vice versa on this, but since I already have it that way now, I might change it for future episodes. But for today's set of recordings, because I'm recording a few in a row, I'm not worried about it. Okay, the good news is he didn't drop again. He dropped 1 or 2 points. He's 92, so I'm not overly concerned. Okay, so we're going to save the game. It's probably going to be him I invade. Although he has built up a bit. Yeah, I can still easily kick his ass. The people who have soldiers are not the ones necessarily the ones that should in terms of skill, and they don't have weapons. Oh yeah, I better cancel the alliance first though, because I'd like to take his. I'd like to weaken him in province, get him into province 1 and weaken him, and then threaten him because Yuan Shao's a good general. So we're gonna go Gongsun Zan, Zhou Yun. And let's go Xinping, I suppose. Gongsun Yu can stay behind for now to be the governor. Take 600 gold with me. And take 400 rice. Now, Zhou Yun should win this, or at least tie. But I've seen this game screwball me a lot of times. Especially when they're within 10 points of each other. Doesn't appear that's going to happen this time, though. Now, he only had 1 soldier, so getting him off the field isn't such a big deal, but oh good, you guys are sending it coming to me. That'll make life easier. Who is this anyway? Yuan Shao. He's one of the Yuan sons I actually like. It's actually pretty much the only Yuan son I actually like. Yuan Zi is a goof. Yuan Tan is an even bigger goof. As you can see, although they're doing better than the computer does sometimes because I waited longer to attack, just having their soldiers trained doesn't really help them a whole lot when they don't have any weapons. Caught Wan Chang. Who's this doofus? Oh, Wan Zi. Who is this doofus behind me? Oh, he's... Sometimes when you charge like that, you'll break through to the other side, but since he's at the edge of the map, I can't do that because he'll only break through straight across. So it was worth it to take him down 30 soldiers, and then they let the other 2 do that. Wan Zi is taken prisoner. Who are you? Well, speaking of garbage Wantan, he's not even the worst general. He's like 50s and stuff. So like some of the guys that I recruited, he's just a doofus. Like he looks dumb in his picture. He's just awful. I'll just simultaneous. I'll wait with him for this turn. Oops. Keep hitting the buttons in the wrong order. And this is one of the problems. They light the place on fire. Of course, you can't move in through the fire even if you want to, and you wouldn't want to because it hurts. Thank you. Yeah, Yuan Shao is actually fairly tough, so. Like, he doesn't have his arms, but he's fully trained and he has 81 war. So he's actually higher than two of my guys in this fight. But we're better prepared, so we'll still win. It'll just take a minute. It'll take a lot less time if he keeps failing to light me on fire. Which now he can't because it's raining again. You'll notice I'm not charging him because A, he has better war than all the guys I charged before with Zhou Yun, and also being on the actual like citadel makes him tougher. He takes less damage than he normally would if he were not. I want to take him, but he's a turncoat. Screw it. Wan Shang's fine. Wan Zi's okay. Jushu's solid. I'll take Wan Tan, I guess. I mean, the guy I would like to keep is the good Lord. Hope it's not harvest time. Get out of here, you son of a bitch. They actually all have better loyalty than I thought they would. Okay, one thing we need to do right now, before anything else, now, this is probably not going to work because he still has some soldiers. But I'm going to try it anyway. Holy crap, it worked first try. And he still has some soldiers. A lot of times, even the guys that will turn, you have to basically completely beat them down to nothing before they'll agree. That actually worked in one try. Awesome. They all have weapons. Good. It's almost tax time. Now, I can't do anything with Province 1 this turn. All I'm going to do is probably move everyone back into 3 anyway. This Province 2 is garbage. So is Province 1. I mean, I might leave them there, I suppose, but Yuan Shao's definitely going back into my attack province, because he's good. Yuan Shang stayed at 88. Good, let's keep moving on down then. Good, nobody's injured anymore from the fight. Whoops. Intelligence, even though this is a charm-based thing, and I'll show you why. Not loyalty. Keep going too far. The reason I want to do that is because nobody in this place has terrible charm. But some of them have god-awful intelligence. Now, that puts me at 200 when I have 265 soldiers. However, I'm going to move everybody out of 1. That's still awful, but it'll get me something out of it anyway. You can reward yourself. Yeah, see, 71, 81, 70. So he's decent, and Feng Ji is higher loyalty, which is nice. Those are fine for now. Don't really need to do anything here, honestly. I thought he might attack me. Liu Bei is definitely going to be the most annoying one, single province guy to take out. Oh, Sun Jian died, as per the omen at the start of last year. The hell out of my province, Tao Can. Yeah, like we got next to nothing for money, but it's alright, we're working on it. Since those guys all stayed the same, going down the list. Once I get them all to the moon, to the 80s, where they should stay a little more loyal, that'd be great. Just gonna use everyone all at once, except for Gongsun Zan, obviously. Boom, got that up to a decent number. Now, the good news is, although it's not a ton, these guys have a little bit of stuff they can spare. You have 500, 566 there. And it's only 100, but we'll go 100 rice. Problem is that cost number underneath trust. If it's low, it's good for selling rice, but that means it's terrible for buying it, and I need to buy some rice if anything right now. We'll send another 700 there and 100 there, just to make sure they're all filled up. We'll check and see if anyone needs rewarding. Mao G dropped. There we go. So we got Yuan Shao rewarded enough. He shouldn't turn on me now. That said, what I'm gonna do is I am gonna finish. No, you can't have Zhang Nan. I'm trying to build him up to be the governor of Province 1. Get out of here. It's funny that Han Sui was Dong Zhuo's general and Mateng took him, because usually Mateng's the one that has him anyway. Okay, so a couple of them did drop. I'm actually going to reward Wan Shang again, because him and Zhu Shu are the two best guys out of that group, and Zhu Shu didn't drop. So now what we're going to do, we have a little bit of money. And we've got the people's loyalty to an okay level, and the land to an okay level. We're going to get that flood control up a little, because the next harvest is rice. Harvest is rice, and that is the one that does use flood control in its mathematics. Those guys are all fine. Yeah, so that's good. I'll probably save and cut the episode out once we get back to our turn here. I think he might be planning a joint invasion he probably won't do. So before I forget, we will reward. Yeah, Wan Zi dropped again. Zhu Shu staying fine. So let me reward him this turn. So what I'd like to do is get Zhang Nan or Wan Tan or both. Guys that I'm probably, now that I have some generals that are decent, not going to use for a lot. Like Wan Zi is good enough intelligence and war that I still, because he's at least 60 in both, I still want to have him near the front. But like Zhang Nan, I don't care about, so I'd like to move him, get him loyal. Actually, I know what I'm going to do. Apparently he has 6 soldiers. Whatever. Actually, just to humor myself, because I haven't done this since we finish the place. Do that for now. That's fine. Move General. I'm going to move him, move Zhang Nan into Province 1. And then he can get rewarded twice in one turn. There we go. These places are quite small, but they will give me once I actually finish building them, give me a little bit of a network to work from. Perfect. And for this turn, I'm actually not going to bother wasting any money on Feng Ji doing anything. Mao Ji dropped again. So I lied. I actually went through that turn, but at this turn, I'll save and stop for the episode. Han Sui bouncing around, unsurprising because he probably doesn't have super high loyalty to begin with, and he's kind of a turncoat. I was wondering when he was going to do that. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't do it for longer, and then I could build back, get all my guys back in line, get in line, and attack him and protect Kong Rong for trust, but unfortunately it didn't happen fast enough, so. Right, I just said I was going to cut the episode off. So we'll stop it partway through the turn instead. I'm your host, Kain Drago. We'll see you soon. Peace out.